Guys, this is one of the reasons why Nigerians said that they must surely chase Cubana Chief Priest out of the stage in Abuja, because according to what is happening presently in South Africa, hey guys, you see how they are chasing our Nigerian youths out of South Africa. South Africa said that they don't want to see any Nigeria in South Africa because Igbo people went and crowned a king in the eastern part of South Africa. Now, South Africans are saying that you do not have rights to come to our country and come and claim a part, all in the name of you want to have a king, an Igwe in our country, that they are not going to take that. A lot of Nigerian youth are saying that this is why they are angry with Cubana Chief Priest. Reason being that if he is a kind of person that is standing for the youth, you now have the means, the opportunity to meet with the president. This is the time for you to let the president know that this is what the youth of our country are crying about. This is what they want. We need to provide more jobs so that these youths will not be leaving Nigeria for greener pastures to other countries that are not even suitable, pleasant to them. But wetin dem go do? Anywhere belle face, everybody want japa go hustle. Now, to our people, when you go to another man's land, respect the culture, respect the tradition, respect the law that governs that country. Don't try to enforce your own culture or your own law. I will leave some of the videos so that you will watch and then let me know what you think in the comment section. Cubana Chief Priest, abeg talk to our Epa Oga Presido so that he will have a rethink. Make una try find something for our youths dem make dem dey do. Boys need to do legitimate job so that dem no go dey carry body comot for Naija, dey go see wetin dem no suppose see for outside Naija. In fact, I will leave the video so that you guys will watch. Leave your comments what you think about this very video.
Breaking news, there is a great tension ongoing between South Africa and Nigeria, whereby South Africans have made it clear that they don't want illegal Nigerians inside the nation, whereby they're even banning their buildings, their vehicles, and their stocks, among other things, whereby, according to the video circulating across the social media platforms, are literally devastating. And the reason behind everything, this whole thing first is happening at East London in South Africa, whereby the reason behind everything is that the Nigerians living in South Africa, the Igbo, went ahead and installed a king in South African soil. Remember, South Africa is not even ruled by a king. They are actually ruled by a president. But these Nigerians went ahead and installed a king inside South Africa. And South Africans were not happy about this, that you cannot just bring your rules from your nation and start putting them in place inside our nation, whereby the South Africans are also accusing these immigrants of women prostitution and selling of illegal drugs. What do you think about South African decision of actually sending away Nigerians back to their nation and even banning their assets?
Nigerians, I hope you people can see that it is not every single place where your culture must be accepted. I hope people can see. I heard that when I heard that someone who was crowned Igbo king in Eastern Cape, in East London, South Africa, I knew very well he was going to bring problems. To have someone who is considered a king in a community where there is a king, especially in South Africa, especially it has something to do with a Nigerian, I know that problem must occur. I never wanted to talk about this thing because I never wanted to increase the tensions, because I know the amount of South Africans that I have as my followers. Whatever I say could be something that could trigger them. So that was why I sat quiet about this issue. I sat quiet. I never wanted to talk. But South Africans, I want to tell you guys something. This protestation, since that you guys are protestationing, I can see now that they are burning cars and they are attacking local businesses. My brothers and sisters in South Africa is your country. It is your country. If you want to protest, protest. But for you to go around and be burning your own country, the country that you love, It is very, very bad. Those people that you are, that let me not say those people. Let me say the foreigners that live in your country will leave your country if your country it is damaged. But you as a South African, you will be the one who have to sit back and see a damaged country that you damaged. I don't know if that is actually the right English to use, because sometimes my English is not Englishy. You understand? If you want to protest about something, protest. And honestly, if you ask me, was it okay for Nigerians to do that, even though it is culturally acceptable for the Igbo people? Because honestly, if you go around the whole world, it's the same thing in Ghana. They have an Igbo king in Ghana. In the US, they have an Igbo king in the US. No, it depends. It depends on every culture and every community. Some communities might accept it and respect their own traditions, while some other communities will be like, no, don't bring your tradition inside our community where there's already a tradition. So it just actually just depends on the community. And me, I know very, very well that it was never going to be acceptable in South Africa, because for you to go in let me say enemy territory, because let's face facts, South Africans and Nigerians, they don't actually get along that much. That's the truth. So for you to go into an enemy hostile territory and do some things like this, where you know fully well that the enemy will not be happy about it, it is actually crazy, because it takes a lot of guts for you to do this. And that man who was recently crowned Igbo king, you have to come out publicly, and make a statement. I don't know if he has actually made a statement, but he has to make a statement. The governments of South Africa needs to bring that guy to public media in South Africa and hold him to make a statement to cool down South Africans. Because now,
you see, this is what we've been talking about. Someone just traveled to somebody's country, and then the land blesses you, and you are rich, and then you decide to become a king in their country. And if they come out and they tell you, no, we don't want it, yes, call yourself a leader, call yourself the leader of Igbos, call yourself a leader of the organization. You don't want it, you want to be called a king and dressed like a king. You see, and this goes to the ordinary foreign nationals living in other people's country. When some of your leaders come out and then they are doing this, do not support them. I bet you the so-called king will not be affected, but it's the common people. You see, the so-called king and his family will not be affected, but it is you those of you who come online and be talking trash about Ghana and be talking trash about South Africa. You see what is going on in your country. Instead of you condemning it, you can't travel to somebody's land and go and say, I'm a king. And when they tell you they don't want it, you start calling them lazy. You start calling them jealous. You start telling them they hate you. Now, you see, they are showing you. This should be a lesson. We know Africa is a blessed land. We know Africa, we are all Africans. But please, we all know our roots. We know where we are coming from. Don't go and cause trouble for people. You see what is happening in South Africa today? You see? You people are online, especially you these Nigerians, very, very aggressive people. Always online, insulting people, insulting South Africans, calling them all sort of names. Now you see they are out. And who is suffering? Is you, the common ones.
Coming out, crying, hands on their heads, seeing.
We give you 10 minutes. When we come back here, we don't expect to find you here. You know why? We are cleaning our South Africa. Our country is polluted. Our own country, it's heavy in our shoulders. Go back to your country and fix your own country. We are fixing ours. You'll never see a South African in Nigeria selling like this in the street. Have you ever seen a South African in Nigeria? Why it becomes easy for you to come in South Africa and do what you're doing?
I didn't come to South Africa today. I'm here for a long time.
I never asked you that question. I never asked you.
How come? Well, this is what I'm doing for living. I don't know what I'm saying, but the only thing is what I'm doing to feed my children.
Where are your children?
They're in my house.
In my house.
Yeah, around here.
Yeah, in South Africa.
Yeah, in South Africa here.
How long have you been?
My son now, my first son is 18 years old. Just think about that.
From now on, no illegal foreigner gonna sell nothing in there.
We do not want any
Everybody knows
foreigners
me.
here.
Even this Baba knows me very well.
No,
We don't care if he knows you or not. We don't want foreigners in this town.
from now on.
We are fixing our South Africa now. We don't want
Sir,
foreigners. If you are illegal or not,
I'm married here.
we don't care.
Got my
Take
children
your wife
here.
and go home. Take your wife, then take your wife and go home.
Huh?
Take your wife and go back to your country. It's fine. You are married. That's fine.
Although she's late now, I have children to raise.
Take your children and go raise them at home.
Don't waste the time, Baba. We are not
Yeah.
playing.
No, I'm not. You see,
All right,
I'm not fighting with you.
Let not
Okay,
fight.
now-
You cannot fight with us. You cannot fight with us. We are addressing you.
Yeah.
The word fight, we haven't said anything about fighting. What we are saying is from now on, we don't want to see you here. This is your last day seeing you here. You understand what I'm saying? Or do you hear me?
You see, at this point, one of the things I can really say is that Nigerians are so lucky South Africans are not heartless. They are so lucky South Africans are not heartless. That's why South Africans are having conversation with this old fool. South Africans made it very clear. Listen to what they said. Listen. You see, when I listen to a conversation, I make meanings out of it. They said it's just that Nigerians don't have brain. They are mentally deformed. South Africans said very clearly, we're fixing our homes. And part of our fixing our homes entails letting you people go. You people are destroying our homes. It's very simple. And it is not in your definition as a foreigner to define spoiling in another man's home. It is exactly what that other man calls spoiling that it becomes. If South Africans say this is the definition of your spoiling our home, that is what it is. Why? Because it is in South Africa. As a Nigerian, you don't hold the definition, you don't partake in the definition of what spoiling is whilst in South Africa. You can't tell South Africans what spoiling South Africa is. Even as a Ghanaian, Ghanaians cannot open their mouth and tell, of course, you know Ghanaians are very civil. They won't even open their mouth to start telling a South African what it is in South Africa. You have no right to make any definition of what a particular thing is in South Africa as a foreigner. You have no rights. You've got no rights. It is only a South African that can tell you this is success in South Africa. It is only a South African that can tell you this is failure in South Africa. If you want your own definition to be considered, go home. In your home. That's why people don't understand why they say home is home. You can run to the moon, run to the, but at the end of it all, home is home because that one belongs to you. That one, you can't struggle that one with anybody. Nigerians are so lucky. South Africans are not heartless. That's why they're having a conversation with this foolish old bastard. South Africans are telling you, go back to your home and fix it. We're fixing out. You're now talking about how it's not today that you've come to South. Meaning what? Go home. Oh, I married even from here. Oh, my child is even 18 years, 20 years, 200 years. Trying to play the victim because you're too selfish. I'm telling you, just little wonder Nigerians come to some of these countries and do what they do. It's because they see that these people are not heartless. This coronation of an Igbo king, Nigerians can never dare it in the north. They can't do that. In the northern part of Nigeria, the Igbos cannot dare coronate an Igbo chief. They can't do it because they know that Northerners don't tolerate rubbish. That's one thing I love about Northerners. They say stop, everything stops. They say go, everything goes. You can't do that. Overnight, you won't even know when they begin to unalive you. How many Easterners had fled from the north? Despite the easiness and the working system that goes on in the north. A lot of Easterners want to live in the northern part of Nigeria. But Northerners make it really difficult for them because they know the caliber of Easterners. It's because you know that Ghanaians are too civil, too quiet, that you can go to Ghana and coronate an Igbo king or Igbo chief. Then you dare to come to South. You see, let me tell you something. South Africans are so... You people are not heartless because let me tell you something. People don't understand that what Igbos just did in South Africa warrants all Nigerians in South Africa to be unalived. I'm telling you, and they will be South Africans will be justified. It warrants. And let me tell you something. If you come to my inbox or to my comment section to open your mouth and say, well, is it all Nigerians? Then I'll tell you that God should punish your family. You're a very devious, imbecilic person. You're retarded. And why I say this is, if I was in South Africa, if I was in South Africa as an Igbo man, and this thing, this coronation happened in South Africa, in fact, before it happens, my brother, I will not agree to it. South Africans won't even be the ones fighting. South Africans will be the ones telling me, relax on your brothers, relax on your brothers. Because I would have mobilized a number of people to fight these people. Why? Because I know what this whole thing will warrant in the future. So it's better I fight it out as a Nigerian. If I was in South Africa, I would have mobilized a whole lot of Nigerians to be fighting all these Nigerians, purporting all this criminality. Why? Because I understand the effect it would have on me the moment South Africans say we've had our fill and rise up. At that particular point in time, South Africans are no longer looking at whether you're innocent as a Nigerian, whether you're a good Nigerian or not. But these retards will just keep mute. These retards, these bastards will just keep mute and be all about their business. Oh, it doesn't concern us. It does not concern you. On the activity, on the evil activity of your fellow Nigerian victimizing South Africans in their own home, it does not concern you. Don't worry. Now it concerns you. Anybody, any foreigner, in fact, anybody that will open their mouth and call South Africans xenophobic in this very situation, I curse your generation. I clearly curse your generation, because you're so heartless and selfish. Every other foreigner is good whilst they victimize South Africans in their own home. But the moment South Africans rise up, what we'll start hearing is South Africans are victimizing their brothers. Let me tell you, Nigerians are not brothers to South Africans. South Africa is for South Africans. Go back home. There is no brotherhood in this situation. A brother to a South African is a South African. South Africans have their own tribes, they have their own provinces, they have their own brothers, they have their own states. They know their brothers. You are not their brother. They know how they speak. They have the same tongue. They know how they speak. You are not their brother. Even Botswana people have become so responsible that you don't hear them claiming, oh, South Africans are brothers, South Africans owns this. Botswana people are in their homes, fixing their own homes. But you came all the way from Nigeria and now you're claiming same Africa, Pan-Africanism. Oh, South Africans are brothers. What is brothers? On that note, if we're talking about that, Martin Luther King Jr. said, I have a dream that my sons and daughters will not be judged by the color of their skin. Which means that if you're putting it that way, if a Nigerian is a South African's brother, then a European, a white man, a full-fledged white man is also a brother to a South African. Why? Because we are not judged by the color of our skins, but by the contents of our character. And by so saying, which Martin Luther King stated, even a European, even a white man is more of a brother to a South African than a Nigerian. A white man is more of a brother to a South African than a Zimbabwean. Most of you black people
look around you, what can you brag about? Is it that?
The message was simple. You go to somebody's land, you respect their values. Why are you there? You are there to work. Concentrate on your work. When it's time for you, then for you to leave, then you leave. But no, the Nigerians, they said no. And the funny part is the little amount of people that were being on the right path, they were not wise enough to advise their fellow Nigerians that were talking down on the country that was hosting them. They were not giving respect. They want to take their brouhaha. You know, one funny thing about Nigeria is Nigeria doesn't know what peace is. They are all about the shouting, making noise, being lousy everywhere, up and down. You get to somebody's country and they are not into that. You just comport yourself, get what you want, and then you leave. When we were complaining, you people were taking us for granted, especially we Ghanaians. You people were taking us for granted, talking to us anyhow, to the extent that you people call us Ghanaians. You say small Ghana, you can buy Ghana. Now you are begging us for our voices. And the funny part is, even the begging Angasa you people are doing it arrogantly. You are begging for help arrogantly. And you want who to come and help? Ghanaians. You mean you want our voices? I'm so sorry. This time around, we are standing with South Africa. We know we have been with you for long. We fight each other, but whenever it's anything coming from outside, we Ghanaians and Nigerians stand together and then we clear them. But this time around, we are with South Africans. Since you people have decided to disrespect us, you have disrespected us, called us names, especially those people that were living in Ghana here, called us names and disrespected us anyhow. And the funny thing is, those that will be on the social media talking to Ghanaians anyhow are the ones that are still living in Nigeria. So when they are coming up with such things, the best thing you were supposed to do was to condemn them, tell them to stop because they were not making sense. But you condone them, you help them, you never spoke against it. Now that it has escalated, you wanted Ghanaians to put our voice. No, even Iran, we didn't put our voice in them. We didn't help them with our voices, and you are acting as we Ghanaians that you call us lame. I saw a video of some of you people saying Ghanaians are slow. We are not slow. We are very, very good observers. Don't mistake it. Don't mistake it to be like Ghanaians are slow. We are not slow. We are very, very calm into getting angry. We don't just wake up and get angry. That's the reason why when we are angry and nothing is stopping us. You people did this same thing in Ghana here, and we spoke, we complained. Even these foreigners, outside Ghanaians, people from outside Ghana were even complaining about this same thing. And then you go to South Africa and go and do the same thing there. What do you people want? What at all do you people want? The only thing you people are supposed to be doing it with your strength, with your senses. You are supposed to be going back to your countries to fix your own, but you can't fix your own, and you feel like you can go to somebody's country and talk down on them. Who does that? Who does that? It's obvious you people, your upbringing is all chaos. You people are so allergic to peace. You don't know what peace is. So whenever you get to a place where there is peace, then you feel itchy. You want to cause trouble, bring chaos. Now look at you. Who should come and beg for? Whom are you begging to come and help you? Ghanaians are not doing nothing. This time around, we are handing you over. We are in full support with the South Africans. You people must be brought to corrections. We are supposed to be correcting you. Stubborn child is supposed to be disciplined, and this is how Ghanaians, we are going to discipline you by giving you to Nigeria, to South Africans. We are handing you over to South Africans, so they will discipline you. Sure, you say Ghana is small, yes. South Africa is big, so now deal with them, the bigger ones. Go and deal with them. Go and deal with them and leave us alone, because as at now, we Ghanaians, we stand with Nigeria 101%. So I'm sorry. Next time you see your people on social media talking anyhow, especially to Ghanaians, the best thing you can do is to correct them. Put them on the right lane. So whenever there is any issue, we will know how to go about it. I said it in my previous video that, see, majority of the Nigerians are the bad nuts. It's the majority Nigerians that are the bad nuts, and the few ones of you too, you have decided to support them. So that's the reason why most of us, when we are talking about you, we have to put all of you together. Ghanaians, we don't condone bad nuts or bad habits. No, that's the reason why even when this Liberia issue came up, it was we Ghanaians that stood up to do this justice for this poor guy that lost his life. That is how we were brought up. Instead of you to learn, you are there fighting, talking anyhow. You want us to do what? I am sorry. We have nothing to do with this. We are only supporting South Africans. So South Africans, please, we are moving with you. Power!
A Nigerian man was crowned king in South Africa, sparking a row. Videos circulating online appear to show Chief Solomon Obuna Esiko receiving the title Igwe Nimbona Islanden, which literally means the Igbo traditional ruler of Islanden, a city in South Africa's Eastern Cape province. The purported coronation ceremony took place on the 14th of March 2026, according to local media. The response from authorities was immediate, and the controversy is getting more intense. Eastern Cape member of the Executive Council for Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, Zolile Williams, described the development as shocking. He warned that any attempt to defy and undermine South Africa's sovereignty would be met with the full might of the rule of law. Igwe is a recognized royal title in Igbo communities in Nigeria, referring to a king or traditional ruler serving as the custodian of culture, traditions, and values of the Igbo people. The term is also often used to show respect and is equivalent to Your Highness or Your Majesty. However, it is not recognized in the South African system, like in most African countries. Establishing any traditional leadership in South Africa requires recognized lineage, endorsement by existing traditional structures, and formal government approval. South African authorities say such approval has not been given for the controversial Igwe coronation. The Igwe coronation took place in an area under the Amahahabe kingdom led by King Njokusolo Vulolwande Sandile. The kingdom has rejected the development, stating that no such kingship exists within its recognized structures. The Eastern Cape House of Traditional and Khoisan leaders also described the event as a serious disregard for established customary systems and posed a direct challenge to legally recognized traditional institutions. On his part, South Africa's Deputy Minister for Cooperative Governance, Prince Zolile Burns Kamashe, condemned the reported coronation as deeply disrespectful, saying Nigeria's High Commission in Pretoria had been engaged on the matter for an amicable resolution. South Africa's Newsroom Africa quoted Nigeria's acting High Commissioner Alexander A.J. Odita as saying the purported crowned Igwe is an isolated incident and that he's not a king and he is not recognized anywhere in Nigeria. The Igwe chief Solomon Ogbonna Eziko and the organizers of the coronation have not yet commented on the backlash and their mission. Tens of thousands of Nigerians.
Different countries, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Ghana, Nigeria. Last in this year, we saw our South African in Nigeria. They were naked, running on the street. How do we feel as South African? We don't do those things to them, but they are doing things that it's painful to us. They are calling us names. How stupid we are as South African. We are just lazy. But in our own country, can they live? Can they live? We don't have a problem with them. They must pack and leave. They occupy the buildings. They do as they wish. But now our government sees that these people, they are overdoing things in us. Because it's years we were complaining as leaders to say we are sick and tired of what is happening. Our children are dying. If a man loves you, he must take you back where he's coming from. We cannot marry a man from Nigeria to be my husband in South Africa. If he loves me, take me to Nigeria, wherever. Let them go.
At this time, if I happen to be a Nigerian, I don't think I will ever travel to any African country ever again. This is crazy. I'm beginning to feel really, really sad for Nigerians out there, honestly. Like, why? I think Nigerians should start asking questions. They should start asking themselves.
This is a sovereign nation. It's our nation. We love it, and we're protected by a constitution. Now, there's nowhere in our constitution that makes provision for a Nigerian from the Igbo tribe to come and become coronated as a king of the Eastern Cape. But beyond that, the utterances that were made at that coronation is what really galls us as a party, as Action SA. The utterances were that they're establishing a kingship in the Eastern Cape and a homeland. Now, we have a history of homelands in this province, a painful history of the homeland of the former Ciskei and the former Transkei, where people were moved in there after being expropriated, having their land expropriated. They had limited opportunities. They're still some of the poorest people in our province, and we are not going to tolerate the establishment of another homeland. They went further, though, and they said that they're going to encourage their brothers and sisters in Nigeria, in their hundreds of thousands, to come and establish a homeland in this province. That's not going to happen, because this province is not up for the taking. Here are our traditional leaders behind me. We respect them. There are 5 kingships that are respected by the president, inaugurated and recognized by our president and our constitution. So I want to go further and to say that the embassy of Nigeria said that it was just a customary thing. It wasn't much.
Alright guys, thank you very much for watching the video with me. Whatever you think, leave it in the comment section. Let's interact in the comment section. I'll see you in my next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.